Like we always do about this time, I am Cornbread Capone, and this is Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty, real hip hop music. And today, my special guest is someone who's not a stranger to the platform because he's been on here several times already. You know what I'm saying? One and only DJ Wiz. What's going
So
on?
with it, baby, back at it again, man. We got to do it again.
Yeah, man. So, where do we begin? Where do we start, man?
It's been crazy, man. It's been real crazy. In case folks they we dropped the Big Mo project, and then after that, we dropped the Fat Pat project. It's on all major platforms. You can go get that. Chopped up, not stopped up by your boy.
Already, man. Is there any more plans for any more projects this year that's gonna drop from you?
Yeah, I got some stuff in the works right now. I'm focusing on these videos we got going on the Chop Not Slop video page on YouTube. Got a bunch of videos I'm dropping pretty much, Monday through Friday. I'm giving boys a daily dose of something to kick back, ride and do your thing to, you know what I'm saying? Or sit back and, kick one in the wind, whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? Like at 420, Monday through Friday, you can catch a new vibe.
That's real. How do you feel about music right now?
I feel like it's stagnant right now. Hip hop is taking a L, taking a back seat. Um, the only things that are getting popularized is the corny stuff, a lot of corny, gimmicky raps. Nobody's putting out real content anymore. Like songs used to have real content, or real storylines in them, or just something, fulfilling. Nowadays, people are just putting words on top of words, it's club element and flamboyant lifestyle. And at the end of the day, it's like they don't hold no weight. You know what I'm saying? Like once you turn it off, you don't even think about it because it gets annoying over time too as well. The music is being dumbed down. Real instrumentation is being taken out. It's just because I'm a musician myself. You know what I'm saying? I played trombone and tuba in Central High Marching Band. The legendary from the beginning when it started. So it's like um, I ain't gonna say when the style of marching that we love when that was started at Central. I was there at the creation of that. So it's like shoot, I have a super appreciation for music is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? And I just feel like people don't care. They are just, you know, put some type of beat together. I mean, in low quality. I mean, vocals be audio low quality. And they think that it's a super hit just because they made it. And I tell people all the time, man, spend that extra dollar and go to a real studio. That will drastically improve your chances. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of garbage out there, man. At the end of the day, a lot of garbage.
Everything that you've said sounds like something I've said, but when I
I
say it,
mean,
I
well,
mean, I'm gonna just go on and be real and transparent with you.
yeah,
Musically, I called a lot of shit before
yeah,
it became popular too. I
yeah.
said a lot of things about a lot of artists that
Hmm.
over time has proven to be true.
Right, right. But see,
A lot of when
what
this
we,
shit been going like a lot, especially within the last 2 years,
yes,
there's been several times I wanted to come out on social media and just say, "Ha, I told you so,"
right.
because
I
I
mean,
said a lot of shit early.
the
But
truth
when I
about it
said
is,
it, because I said it early, I got chastised for it because
well,
I said it too early.
it's because at the heart of it, it seemed like hate because it seemed like you trying to compete to other people when you really just speaking from on what you see, your experience. And the truth about it is, because I'm a DJ, if I say it, people don't perceive it as hate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I really don't say that a lot because, all right, truthfully, it's always been gimmicky, corny rap available. The truth about it is, it's just become more mainstream. And I'm gonna say mainstream because the corporate people are pushing that above everything else. You got people who make great music who don't get the light, who don't get to, be on the mainstream platforms. But here come that goofy shit. Oh
And
man, they
and
gonna
to
wear
your
it out.
credit about what you just said, I guess it to some people it comes off as hate because I'm also an artist. But
That's what I'm
people
saying.
people forget that before I was an artist, I was a fan. And
I
I'm
mean,
still
of course,
a
of course,
fan.
of
So
course.
that's my fan side saying,
Right.
nah, this ain't it. You know what I mean? Like,
But I think people expect you to show and not tell. What I mean is like, okay, if they whack, prove you better. I think that's how most people look at artists. It's like, okay, instead of hating on that person, why don't you do better? That's how most people think in general when it comes to anything. So it's like if you making a comment about something and they know you're a rapper too, or shit, they're like in the back of their mind, they like, well, why don't you do better, nigga? Or, you know what I mean? But they probably won't say that to you. You know what I mean? Like a
right.
nigga like me, I'd be like, well, it depends because if I feel like somebody hating, I'll call it out there because at the end of the day, and also music is opinionative. You might like somebody that I don't, and I'm cool with that. I can accept it because I worked in radio. When I worked in radio, and this is what a lot of people don't know about uh, 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 radio jocks or whatever you want to call them, radio personalities. When the radio station is going, we're not actually listening to the songs that's playing on the app. We back there doing a lot of stuff, like you know what I'm saying, maybe taking calls or might have to go to the restroom, whatever it is, or preparing for the next segment. At the end of the day, we not actually listening to the music. We looking at the list because we can see what's ahead. We looking at the list, and of course we know after this song I got to do this, I got to do that. So for the most part, when y'all being force fed music as a radio personality, we really not affected like that by it because we have the ability to put in the studio to turn it off. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just feel like it's doing a lot of damage because they're not allowing more because you got more access to music now. So I feel like the radio should really be more versatile in their catalogs. They got songs from 2021 that they don't even play them on the radio, but they were super popular songs that they wore out in 2021, but you won't hear them on the radio no more. And I think that's the problem. You know what I mean? They so busy with the top 10, they forget about the yesterday's hits. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of fixing that I feel like need to be going on with these program directors, music managers, whatever they call themselves, music directors. Man, they need to fix the music. They have the power to do so, honestly. But they have to incorporate the top 10. That's no lie, but they could dig it. And there's a few stations that do. Because as I travel around, I be listening and there's some stations that I love because they will reach back, to 2016, 2012, and 2023 and play songs that was still hot, you
You
know?
said something very interesting that always comes up in a music discussion.
Hmm.
It's one word in particular,
What's
and
that?
I have to correct people all the time. Whenever I say or express my displeasure with someone's music, someone will say you hate it.
Right.
And I say, well, I don't know them personally to hate them.
Right.
Music is subjective, just like you said.
Right.
Like one person might like it, the other person might
Hmm.
feel like he
Right.
don't like it.
Hmm.
So when you say hate, if I don't know this person personally, but yet I've listened to his entire album and
Hmm.
I come to the conclusion that it's not good, where's the hate?
Right. That's not hate.
Because hate is saying I wish this nigga wasn't making money.
Or
Hate
saying,
is I hate the way this nigga shine, and I wish I could take it from him. That's hate.
Right. Or saying
But
something
hate
like,
is not saying, oh, your album was trash. That's
right,
me being a music listener, listening to your music
right,
and coming to a conclusion, just like somebody from the Rolling Stone might get the latest album, they review it, they give it an unfavorable review because to them, they just don't like it.
right.
It,
But
it just wasn't good. But it's a difference between somebody who's reviewing an album for a platform and somebody like me.
nah, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, they try to let those establish I'm trying to be friendly with my wording. Those established communities, dictate what's hot and what's not. When truthfully, we rocked with the source and vibe ratings more than we did any other those other, you know, established communities ratings. You know what I'm saying? We didn't care what they said. We care about what the source. If they got five mics in their source, oh, we was rocking with it because we believe, the people who wrote those articles about the hip hop because they were like people like you and I supposedly. So it's like um, I feel like we gotta stop allowing the masses dictate what's hot and what's not. It's a lot of underground artists, like I'm saying, who deserve to be known in a worldwide platform, but they just don't have the finances or the backing. But I feel like as a community, if we acknowledge them when we can, you know what I'm saying, it won't be long till they reach that status. You know what I'm saying? It takes some time. And artists gotta stay committed to the game, stay evolving, stay growing, you know what I mean? Don't just stay stagnant. Coming from where we come from, we think just because Boma hear our song, then we own. Man, or even Houston, Louisiana. Man, we got to get out that little chitlin circuit and grow eventually, is what I'm saying. Yes, you do have to work that chitlin circuit and get your grind on, but eventually you're going to touch other places outside of that, and that's the goal, to keep working, keep evolving, and keep grinding.
Yeah, that's definitely been my mission, man. Because I want to say it was the start of the 2010s when I realized the truth about Beaumont,
Oh, yeah,
the uncomfortable truth that a lot of artists have to come to.
yeah.
And that uncomfortable truth is Beaumont doesn't support Beaumont, and you're gonna have to get out this area to get that support.
I, I,
Look,
I ain't, I
luckily,
ain't gonna, I ain't gonna say they don't support. It's more like you just gotta be doing something for Bowman, cause you know how it is, man. We always get some half-ass shit
at
anyway.
first I thought it.
Or
At first I thought it was. At first I took it personal. I thought it was just me, but
nah, it
then
ain't. It ain't just you. It
it
ain't just
it, it
you.
wasn't because I had to sit back and pay attention to what other artists was doing, and I
Right.
seen that they were getting the same results I was getting, and I
Look,
was
look,
like, oh, they don't support nobody.
look.
It's not just
They
me.
don't. But I'm finna keep it gangster with everybody, the whole audience, cause Gucci, my nigga. I fuck with Gucci 1000. You know what I'm saying? When Gucci first started DJing, man, you know how many people was coming to me talking shit about Gucci? I didn't know Gucci. I was never hating on him. I never knew him. But when he come to the club, and I did actually meet him, I thought he was a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? He gave me his record. I would play his record for him when he comes to the club. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like he had a hot record. No lie. I would play his record. And later on, when he, like I said, he started DJing, people was hating on him and everything, but I was like, give him time, because I felt like his age group, once because I feel like it's like generational, like, because I felt like my generation, they all know me, you know what I'm saying? That's why I can pretty much go in any room and shake hands with a bunch of people. But I felt like as the younger generation was coming up, there needed to be a DJ for them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm DJing all these parties for years, years, in on end. I'm like, man, who's coming up after me, right? So as I see Gucci Man coming up and he started doing his thing, the people starting to love him over time because he had gotten better at DJing and being around crowds and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like staying consistent and staying down. I mean, people eventually start to love you. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you gotta not give a fuck about the hate because they gonna hate anyway, man. It's just that's what we do, man. You coming in with some fucked up shoes at night, oh, you gonna get talked about. I mean, that ain't hate exactly, but for some people they feel you might feel like you getting hated on. But man, nah, it's just how we do. You know what I'm saying? We make fun of you every now and again because we fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you just stay down, keep coming around, and keep improving, people seeing that, man, they can't do no more hating. They got to love you because they seen you come from nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's normally what it be about, man. They like to see people just come from the bottom. We from the bottom. We gotta accept it and not be ashamed of the growth pattern.
I mean, if you let me tell it, artists in this area are afraid to embrace their own identity.
I mean
And
that too.
I've
That
been
that too.
saying that for a long time because for a
Mhm.
long time,
But we coming
oh,
back.
I never had anyone who embraced their own. To me,
Keep it
I
real.
feel like I'm the only one who
But we
embraced being
but
myself and not trying to mimic nobody else. But
think
it's
about
a
it.
lot of other people who
Right.
do that.
We do have a lot of people trying different things, which I don't knock that because in the rap game, in music period, you supposed to have different types of whatever, whatever. But I'm saying this though, look at what's going on right now with the way Houston is moving. Bowman is following that pattern. We got artists who even Tizo just did a song and he sound more southern. He rapping on that motherfucker, and it's gonna be a major hit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like how music is very trendy. And it's always been that way. When snap music was out, everybody was trying to make a snap song, and well, whatever trend that's going around, trap was a thing. Everybody want to make a trap song. Whatever the trend is, everybody gonna try it. But I feel like at the end, like you saying, even if you are on a trap beat, you still supposed to actually be yourself on that trap beat. Don't try to sound like Atlanta or New York or even West Coast artists. You know what I'm saying? Like we from the South. We rap a certain way, we talk about certain stuff. And we supposed to always stick to that because that's our bread and butter. You can go anywhere in Texas and talk about swangers. Anywhere. In
Right.
Louisiana too, damn near.
Right.
So it's like,
That's
oh
that's my
my
that's
God.
my thing. I mean, the originality, because it's a whole. It's not just one set of problems. It's a host of
Mhm.
them.
Yeah.
It's a myriad of issues.
Yep.
Having no identity is one.
Hmm.
Uh, the division between people, because I've said years ago, when several different movements came about and then dissipated, I said that if Beaumont ever collectively came together, we would succeed because based on strength in numbers.
I
But
think we basically doing that to us in small pockets. I'm not gonna lie. You got small groups who are kind of collaborating and doing things on a bigger scale, in my opinion. But I think that you're never gonna get everybody like to, let's say, work together, but I feel like we do need to get along. That's the main thing. Like, we should be able to have events where everybody can stand in the room and then be no problems. If it got to be shootings or fightings, you need to get out the rap game, bro. Straight up, because the rap game is supposed to be non-violent, and it sounds like you can't make no good music if you can't express it in a song. Because I feel like whatever you got going on, that should make a great song. And if you ain't using that energy to do that, then you need to get out the rap game, out the music business. 'Cause that's what that's how you're supposed to channel that energy to make great music.
just like you said, I feel like you're never gonna get everybody.
Nah, nah.
You know what I mean? Because
Mm.
it's
I mean,
division that exists within music, and then there's division that exists outside of music, meaning pre-existing problems that happen
right,
prior to music.
right, right.
So
It's
people is not gonna be in the same room. People are, I mean,
it's a
I could tell you,
respect
I could
thing.
be honest with you. I could be dead honest with you right now. There's some people who are affiliated who make music who I'm never gonna be in the same room with
Yeah,
ever. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I'm just being honest. And I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say no names. I'm gonna
Well,
just
well,
leave it
look,
like that.
I'm gonna
But
tell you this. This is me. I never let a hater stop my money. I don't care if he over there. He better not say nothing or do nothing to me. That's how I rock. Because I rock off respect. You ain't gotta like me, but you better respect me because I'm gonna give you the same respect. I don't gotta like you, but I ain't gonna say nothing to you. I ain't gonna bother you. I'm gonna mind my business because I got some money to get. And I feel like if you in the music business, you kind of gotta have a mindset like that if you want to succeed because it's always money on the table, and you can mess yourself up out of a lot of business by being involved with the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's best to just walk away. If you're trying to protect your business.
right.
If you ain't got no business to, what I'm saying? Hey, by all means, throw your life away. You know what I'm saying? Them people ready to lock you up. But I
Mhm.
live by the philosophy: don't let them trick you off the streets.
Yeah,
That's
that's real.
important, man.
That's
Don't
real.
let them trick you off the streets.
That go for real life though. That
I
don't
mean,
have nothing to do with music. That's
I'm just saying.
that's a
it,
reality of life right there.
yeah.
Cause every day I wake up and flip on my social media, I see people
And
throwing their life away every day for nothing.
yeah,
And it make me say, damn, like I know when I was that age, I wasn't thinking like that. Like when I
right.
was young,
I mean, man, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, sh- I had a
we
rifle
was
at 13.
fighting, but
Look, I had a
we wasn't
rifle at
shooting at
13.
people.
I had a rifle at 13. It was at the house. A shotgun, you know what I'm saying, at the house.
I had a 25 when I was
You know what I'm
12
saying?
years old.
Right,
But I
right.
ain't
But
never had no reason to shoot nobody because we
right.
would always fight.
Right, right. We kept that at home. That was for home protection. We didn't run around with it trying to intimidate nobody. We put
Right,
these hands up if we had a problem quickly.
right,
But
right.
that's just how we grew up. It wasn't always pick up a knife, pick up a gun, but you know, it's different rules out here in the streets today. But I think y'all are just foolish. Like, just to go off on stuff that's happening today, because I just seen this. So I heard the teenagers was taking over to Houston. Man, do they know what kind of can of whoop ass they gonna actually open up? Man, they need to chill out with that one, dog. I'm not gonna lie, because they don't realize that they're across the gun line. This Texas, bruh. And if you don't know the history of the racist towns in the area, you need to wake up because them people ain't go nowhere. They ain't go nowhere. They spread it out. So if you think that it's just over there, no, think again. So you got to be careful how you moving. And plus the laws are different in Texas, and whatever. You just got to be careful because you can cross yourself up and get tricked off the streets just because you're trying to prove something. Man, you got to be smart.
Man, I hope they listening, but right now,
I hope
man,
so.
where I am, it's damn near state of emergency type situation. And you
Yeah.
know what? When the other day, I want to say Thursday, I'm out riding around, window down, and I could feel it.
Yeah.
When I say I could feel it, I mean I could feel the fear from people.
Hmm.
Like you could tell everybody not outside. You could
Yeah. Yeah.
tell it's some people that don't want to come outside. And
Hmm.
and truthfully, I don't blame them. Beaumont is a very dangerous place right now. I second guess going outside a lot. That's why I don't go nowhere. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because everywhere I go, I gotta carry that thing with me. And I'm coming from the '90s, and back in the '90s, I was gang banging and selling dope without a gun.
Yeah.
And now all I do is music and content, and I gotta carry a strap everywhere I go.
So I think that's a choice though, you know what I'm saying?
I
Because
mean,
if you're not living that lifestyle, you have no reason to carry a strap. You know what I'm saying?
but
Mm.
we not living in Daisy and peaches and cream. We living in hell and mayhem and slaughter
Yeah.
and people doing things just for nothing.
Yeah.
It'd be different if everything that was happening was for a reason, but that's
I,
not the case. It,
I think most of it is for a reason. You might not know the reason, but because think about it, it's not random. Like it's not the whole neighborhood getting shot up. No, these are just random acts to us, but these people are involved with each other. It's not strangers killing, you know what I'm saying, getting killed. You
right,
see what I'm saying?
right,
So it's something going on within amongst people, whether it's drugs involved or sexual relationships. We never know, how this go. But at the end of the day, um, I feel like most of that is God's plan. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these people ain't gonna be here. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate, but you gotta pray and live the right kind of lifestyle. That's why I say, carrying a pistol is a choice. You know what I'm saying? Um, you can choose not to have a pistol. Now, what
right.
comes with that, you gotta deal with it. But how are you living? So your lifestyle would dictate the things that come your way. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the opportunity. If you don't like your environment, you got the opportunity to move around. But a lot of people choose to stay stagnant and try to deal with the conditions. Hey, if you can't deal with if can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen, like they say. And it's not a scary scary initiative. It's being safe. If you don't feel safe as a black man anywhere, you should make sure you and your family are safe, whatever the threat may be.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing about. I mean, really, I've been doing this for the past 3, 4 years
Yeah.
because we've seen over time aggressively things get worse in terms of crime in this
Hmm.
city. And
Yeah.
it's gonna get worse because by 2030, they predicting that it's gonna be 100,000 more that's gonna be living within this city. And when you expand the population, those crimes are gonna become normal
But
because
but you
with more people, it's more crime.
but you know how goofy that even sounds when they implemented the real time crime prevention center. Like their whole job is to prevent from certain things from especially getting chaotic. I'm pretty sure, and it's a lot of. I'm finna go left field. Some people not might say, "Oh, he crazy," but I know we live in a state of surveillance. You can't tell me that these flock camera systems and I forgot what they call it, but they got these what they call like these lidar cameras that can see through your walls, bro. Because if they can see through mountains and underground miles down to discover ancient burials and stuff like that, you don't think they can't see through your walls and see what you're doing in your house?
I believe
They
they can. I mean, just what I found out recently through like the people who have ring cams,
Oh yeah.
like they can see through that.
Amazon Alexa is recording your voices and all of that. Like, these camera systems. And some people have registered them with the city already. So the city, they got permission to turn their cameras off and on whenever they need to prevent crime. So
Yeah.
I, these people know what's going on. They know. They're allowing it.
And I believe that because in allowing it, this is also a way for people to make money. Those people to
I
make
mean,
money.
I was gonna get into the money part of it, but that's a whole nother conversation that I don't think people ready for. Because the whole infrastructure is built off the money structure. Like they got to keep it coming in somehow. That's why they say at the end of the month, cops be trying to get their quota up. People are already hip to it; they just numb to it. They need to wake up.
Yeah, man.
Don't fall
I
in the
be
trap.
wishing, I be wishing like content like what we've been talking about, artists would put in their music. But
Right.
but
Nah,
when
they
they
wa-
try to put it,
they want pop bottles. They want stolen the hoes. They want to show how much what their whips look like and all that goofy shit that's gonna get taken when they dumbass get pulled over. Cause they don't know how to respond when the police pull them over. Get to
man,
talking and saying a bunch of crazy shit, incriminating everybody.
crazy, ridiculous. I want to thank you for taking time out to holler at me because every time we sit down with each other and talk, we have a conversation that I feel is not just for entertainment purposes.
Right,
It
right, right.
it is always something, some type of news you can use, some type of information that could benefit those who are listening. So
Right
for
on.
that, I'm gonna say thank you. And before we get up out of here, is there anything that you would like to say?
Man, I just want to say, man, y'all make sure y'all check out the Chop Not Slop video channel on YouTube and also the Chop Not Slop app. Got more content coming for y'all boys. And if there's anything else, it's gonna be on all major platforms and you will get an announcement.
Already, on behalf of DJ Wiz and good people at One Man Records, I am
Mhm.
Cornbread Capone. This is Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip hop music. Until next time, everybody, peace and love,
Peace.
because that's what the world needs.
All